Hello and welcome to Complete JavaScript course. Thanks for becoming a part of this course. This course is designing for you. I built this course for you after a month planning, researching and perfecting every aspect of the course. Why JavaScript, not something else? JavaScript is a really language, is power of the entire internet. It's allow to developer to add complex things to the website and web application. And it also allow to use popular JavaScript frameworks like React, Angular, Cycle and Node.js for all those requirements to know deep JavaScript knowledge. JavaScript is a really confusing and hard to learn, so that why I decide to build this course. So this really a complete course of JavaScript. JavaScript. JavaScript is a cross-platform object-oriented script language used to make web pages interactive. JavaScript is a scripting language primarily used to the web. It is used to enhance HTML pages and commonly found embedded in HTML code. JavaScript is an interpreted language. Thus it does not need to be compiled. JavaScript render web pages in an interactive and dynamic fashion. This allowing the web pages to react to event, special event, accept variable test, validate data, create cookies, detect a user browser, etc. JavaScript contains a standard library of objects such as array, date, and math, and core set of language. Elements such as operator, control structure, and statement. Introduction of JavaScript. JavaScript is a lightweight cross-platform object-oriented computer programming language. JavaScript is one of the three core technology of web development like HTML, CSS, then JavaScript. JavaScript is the most common part of web page. So this is a basic introduction of the JavaScript web language. I hope that you like this video. Please subscribe my YouTube video channel and get daily video updates. Thanks. Hello guys, today we learn JavaScript language basis. So we start. What is the JavaScript? JavaScript is a lightweight, means JavaScript using very less amount of your computer memory when you use any programming in JavaScript. JavaScript is a cross-platform, means JavaScript can be used in multiple platforms. Object-oriented computer programming language, which means JavaScript is using objective programming language. We are using object in JavaScript in future video. JavaScript is one of the three core technology of web development. Means JavaScript is using the third directly language in when we doing the web development. HTML, CSS and JavaScript. When we start the coding in web page, we starting from the HTML, then we add the effect and adjustment by CSS, and then after we use JavaScript for the directly effect. So that JavaScript is a third technology of web development. JavaScript is the most commonly used as a part of web pages. Which means JavaScript is a use in web development by commonly. JavaScript allows the dynamically update content on a web page. By Ajax, we can fetch the data directly in web pages, and we can hide, show, manipulate the data by the JavaScript. So that the JavaScript allows the dynamically updated content on a web page. Today, JavaScript can be used in different places. JavaScript can be used in client side as well as server sides. Means in client side we are using JavaScript in a browser, like hide the content, fetch the content, show the content, all these things by the client side. In the server side, Hence, to Node.js, we can use JavaScript on the server side as well as fetching the database, manipulate the database, and interact the files to the server. JavaScript is what made modern web development possible. Dynamic effect and interactive means show head effect, fetching data. All these effect are dynamic effect and interactive. The modern web application that we can interact with means by JavaScript we can use easily the web applications apps development. We can use the fetching data by the APIs, and all these things we can do by the JavaScript in modern development. Rule of JavaScript. JavaScript is so we start that the rule of JavaScript. First we are going to the HTML. HTML is a content like a paragraph, a paragraph tag. We are putting the content on the paragraph tag. It is the HTML. CSS is a adjective, means it decorate, it adjusts the HTML. So this is a adjective. Its mean is it adjusts the content of the HTML. So it adjusts it. It decorate the text of the HTML. JS mean the verb, means is doing something of the HTMLs and the CSS. When you are adding some effect by the JS, it's mean its verb is doing something, so it's verb. If you put p hide, the paragraph is hide, so it's doing something, so it's verb. So basically the HTML is a content, CSS is a presentation, and the J is a dynamic effect or programming things, means that JS doing some programming effects. So we can call the HTML is a noun, and the CSS is adjectives, mean it adjusts the noun, is decorate the noun, so it's adjective. And then after that verb, JS is a verb because that JS doing something of the adjective, so is verb. JS is also manipulate the CSS and other things. It's work with the also the CSS. Version of JavaScript. First of the version is coming in ES5. Then after in 2015 it's come in ES6, and after that 2016 it's come ES7, and after that 2017 ES8. So this is the 4 version of the JavaScript. So guys, thanks for watching my YouTube video. I hope that you like my video. Subscribe my YouTube channel for more video updates. Learn School Online. Hello guys, welcome to Learn School Online. Today we learn JavaScript variable and data type. So we cover in this video variable and data type of JavaScript. Variable is a fundamental concept of every programming language like PHP, Python, and all these language. Variables are the fundamentals concept of every language. It is the beginning of the every language like PHP, all others scripting language. Variable is a fundamental concept. We can define a variable like a container in which we can store a value in order to use it. Means variables are storing the value which we can use for the further use in our programming language. Now, JavaScript and data type. First of all, I am introduce you the variables in JavaScript. Now this is my editor, and I'm open the HTML file, and I put JavaScript variable and data type. See, this is my HTML page, and this is my editor, and I start the code of JavaScript. This is my JavaScript closing and opening tag, and between this I am starting my tag or code of JavaScript. First I am put define a variable first name, and then storing the value of this variable John. This is my Chrome browser. Inspect this. See, there no value are showing. So show of the storing value of a variable, I am using console log. This is a JavaScript property console log. It is show the variable value in your console. So console.log, and between the bracket I am write the variable name. See, I will refresh the browser and see the variable value is showing in console of Chrome browser. So this is a part of how to define a variable and how to store a value in your defined variable. So after that we are go through the JavaScript variable and data type. So we are go through we are starting to go through the JavaScript and data type. First is number, string, boolean, undefined, null. This is a 5 data type which is we are using in current video session. But after included in S 2005 JavaScript, the one new JavaScript data type is included. It is a symbol, but we are not covering the symbol property in this video. We are cover the symbol property in ES5. So what is first is a number. Number is floating point number for decimal and integer. String, sequence of characters used for text. Boolean, logic data type that can only be true or false. It's provide on logical value like statement is true or false, means if you put a condition in true or false, if you put a condition in if or else, then you can use true or false. Undefined means a variable that does not have a value. Like if I have using first name and I would not put the value, it is undefined. Null means the variable is not exist, means variable is not put it anywhere in the code. So I'm described you all these variables in the code. So I'm starting from the numbers. JavaScript number variable. So I define age is equal to 3. We don't put the between in quotes. We don't put the numeric value in quotes. That he defined the character. So we put only the number 3. This is a variable type. And then second, we are go through the JavaScript string variable. Then put var last name is equal to joy. We put the quotes because it is a string and we need that text in a variable storage. After that we use boolean data type. We put Raj under age true. Undefined mean undefined variable data type like var your calculate age. I'm don't put any I'm don't store any value in this variable because it's undefined. And then after all, null means not a variable are defined in this script. So first I console the age. See, the age is consoled. Then after I'm console last name. See, the last name is printed in console. And then after I'm console true. We don't put the brackets in a boolean value. If you put the brackets in boolean value, so the JavaScript defines this as a string, not a boolean value. And then after I console log the undefined value. See, this is undefined because we doesn't have any put any value in this variable, so it's show undefined. If I put in console log a variable which is not defined in our code, like I'm putting country code, I does not define this this variable in our code. It show null variable. Like to see, I refresh my console. See, it is a null value. It is a null. So that it is a video for defining of JavaScript data type. So in this part of video, we have learned about the JavaScript variables, JavaScript variable data type, and then after what is the main rules of the variable defined in JavaScript. So first of all, if you're defining a variable like 3 year, and I have to console this variable which I just make like this. See, invalid or unexpected token means if you put any numeric value in a variable name, it is a wrong. So you put only the character in a variable defined. See, it is printed. See, that is printed which we are store which is defined in a year variable. And then after we cannot put any slash between the variable name defined, like the John slash Mark. It is a wrong method to use to variable defined. You also cannot put any predefined keywords for the JavaScript variable name, like function is a predefined name for the JavaScript, like delete, if else. All these are the predefined names of the JavaScript. So you cannot put any predefined keywords of JavaScript for using a variable name definition. So today we cover the how to define a variable, how variable data types, and what is the basics rules of the variable defined in JavaScript. So thanks for watching my YouTube video, and for more videos Please subscribe my YouTube channel and also click on the bell icon for the notification of the new video. So thanks for watching my video. I hope that you learn more of the things for my video, and please subscribe my video channel for getting new video updates. Thanks. Hello guys, welcome to Learn School Online. Today we learn JavaScript variable notation and data quotient. So we start JavaScript variable manipulation. First we learn join two variables. Second, define multivariable. Third, add variable in statement. Fourth, change value of predefined variable. Fifth, store variable value by prompt function. Six, use alt function in JavaScript. So we start all these things by code. Now I open my editor, which I am using bracket. Now I'm start code and define the type. Now first I show you how to add two variables value in JavaScript. So first I define var first name John, and after defining first variable I am defining age 38. Now I am combining the both of variables and show the result in console log. Now I open my browser, open the inspect. See John 38. They are both are combining, and the code is here. The console log first now is John, and second variable is 38. The first variable value is John, is showing John, and the second variable is 38. You can also get result with a space like John and then see John 38. I clear the window in Chrome browser. You have to put clear function use for a clean all the past results and see, make it refresh. See John 38. It is a output of that. This is the first output. This come John 38, and this is the second output. This come John 38. I put the space. Now second, I'm show you how to define a multi variables without a value in JavaScript. Now var married, comma, last name, comma, country, comma, state. Now all these variables are defined for a single using var. You can also define multi-variables with a single line, with a single defined var JavaScript predefined keyword. So you have to define all these four variables in a single line with using a single keyword of JavaScript. Now we have to put some value in a JavaScript line like console.log my first name variable name, first name, and my last name. See, in multivariate, you only define the variable, but you have does not put the value. So you have to put the value in your predefined variable you have which you already defined in up script. Define John. Now this is a value of our variable which is only defined. So we put plus last name. Now see the result in our Chrome browser. We'll define. Oh, sorry, it is the first. So see, my first name is John and my last name is Joy. Now we continue this. My age is now I put the age variable 38 and then after I put now see the full sentence. My first name is John and my last name is Joy, but we have do not put the space. Now I'm putting the space. Now see Joy. Now see I put the space here, so is space come here, and I also put one space from here, and the space comes here. So you have to put the JavaScript variable within a line in JavaScript. You are also using the prompt in JavaScript for storing the value like user country is equal to prompt please fill your country and you have to console the prompt value which you store in this variable. Try to see in Chrome browser. See, please fill your country. I put India and see the console results. So you have to store the value by the prompt in a variable. You have to learn in this code. You have to prompt this line, and by this line the pop-up comes in a window when I refresh the Chrome browser. The please fill your country, and I put UK. And see the UK come in console. So by prompt we have to store the value in this JavaScript variable, and also you have to use alt tag, and you also use the alt in JavaScript, like you have to copy and you have to paste this code and see what happened in a Chrome browser when we use the alt. My first name is John and my last name is Joy. My age is 38. This comes from the alt which we define in this. So in this video you have to learn join two variables to define multivariable, add variables in statement, change value of predefined variables, store variable value by prompt function and use all prompt function in JavaScript. I also deploy one more change value of predefined variables. Now, if you have defined in upper age 38, now I can change the pre-value of age is 43. Now I make it old age. See 43. Now see that the age value is changed because I have changed the age value after this code on age. If I put this before the changing the value, see what happened. First I deleted the previous old and put it comment. What happened? I put the age before the changing value of the variable and also put the old in after the changing the variable. See what we happen. Sorry. Now see. First 38. It is a pre-value when where I change the JavaScript variable value and 33. It is the value when I change the value. Doesn't need to put var. You can also you only put the age and it's work. So you have to change the variable store value after anywhere in the code. So thanks for watching my YouTube video. I hope that you watched my video and subscribe my YouTube channel and also click on bell icons for more getting updates. Thanks. To learn school online. Today's video for JavaScript Booleans. So first time starting coding, I describe you what is a JavaScript Boolean. JavaScript Boolean. JavaScript Boolean is a primitive data type in JavaScript. Boolean can have only two values, true or false. It is useful in controlling program flow using conditional statement like if else, switch, while, do while. All these conditional statements are using by Boolean true or false value. Now I starting the part of coding, then you know what is a JavaScript Booleans. Now I'm starting the coding part of JavaScript Boolean. So you know that what is a Boolean in JavaScript. Now I'm starting with JavaScript. Defining one age variable. Now I'm using the conditional operator in this JavaScript Boolean. If the age is greater than 24, less than 24, if the age is less than 24, then console log you are a boy and you also are teenager. And in else condition and put the other statement which is execute when it false. Now see console log you are a man. Now see the result in browser. One more thing, please subscribe my YouTube channel for more video updates, and also click on bell icon. Now see what is the result of this. I refresh once and I inspect this because I console the result, so I need to inspect this. Now see, you are a boy and you are also teenager. Now see, the var variable age is 15, which is, and in this condition I put if age is less than 24. So this is condition true. If I put the age is 28, so now this condition is false and this condition is true. Now see, a man, you are a man. And if I put 15, this condition are true and this condition getting false. If I put 30, so in this case the age is the age is 13 is not less than is 24. Now in this case the JavaScript if operator condition is not taking this part, it print this like that. In this case, this condition is true. So now I'll show you the second example of the Boolean. Now see, this is a basic true and false Boolean true and false example. Now I show you something um, other things in the Boolean basic. Now see, this is a basic Boolean logic and or and not. This is the two tables and or. If and are basically these things that are all conditions are true and the or is one of the condition is true, then is true. Makes sense? Or means true, true, then true. If or one is false and second is true, then true. If one is or is false and other condition is also false, then it false. And one is true and second is true, then it true. If in it and one is false and second is true, then it false. If and is a false, first condition is false, second condition is false, then third condition is false. Now see, in or the one of the condition should be true and in and the all condition should be true. So this is a basic Boolean logic which is used in JavaScript. Now guys, in this example I'm show you the boy is between 20 and 30. So now what we do, I'm putting one more if else in this example. I'm put now see, age is greater than 20 and age is less than 24. 30. Now see, console.log you are young boy. And I save it and show you in my browser. Now see what is the result. It is getting third condition. Oh, it's good. Now see, age is greater than 24. Then console this condition, and else if the age is greater than 20 and age is less than 30. Third condition is console. This make it easier. Understand this program very well. Now see, edit this program. If age is greater than 20, less than 20, and I put it 24. Now see what is it I'm getting. Browser. You are a boy. Now see this condition execute. In this program, I put if age is less than 20, the first condition is false. Then after it's go to else condition, and if age is greater than 20, this is correct, and age are less than 30, so this condition is true. So now this is the Boolean logic operator are here. In this operator, the both condition should be true, so it execute. Now this is a example of Boolean conditions. Now I show you the JavaScript switch statement. First of all, I'm show you the definition of switch JavaScript statement. Now see what is the switch statement. The switch statement is used to perform different actions based on different condition. If switch expression codex block break case I break default. In this section, the breaks gives a point that if your above is execute, then the program is break here and it not execute the further inquiry. Now we have start for going the switch statement in the coding part. Now we start. So guys, I'm starting the switch in JavaScript programming. First of all, I'm defining a variable job. Putting the string value teacher. Now in switch statement you have to use like you have the value you can uh, define in multiple times like switch putting this variables because I need to make it define this variable in this position. In curly brackets I'm putting the all codes like switch and put job, and I want to need these variables to put in different case. Now I'm putting case 1 teacher console you are a teacher. Now putting this I'm putting a break means if the switch condition is execute on teacher, the below code is not execute. And put case driver console dot log you are driver. If I put case console dot log you Put teacher, driver, cook, shopkeeper. Also string. So I'm putting this string. You are shopkeeper. Now see, put the break here. Now see, I put the old condition here. If anytime the job is not equal to this part, we can also use the default keyword which we use in JavaScript. I put the default and I put dot log. You are a job person. The default keywords is used that all conditions are not is good in 6 seconds, then the console result will be the you are a job person. Now see what is the result in our browser. I think something mistake. I'm putting 35, which is oh, sorry, I'm not putting the case. Hello guys, welcome to Learn School Online. Today we learn about JavaScript basic operators. So now we start from the JavaScript operators. What is an operator? An operator performs some operation on single or multiple operands and proceed a result. Let us take a simple expression. 4 plus 5 is equal to 9. Here 4 and 5 are called operands and plus is called operator. So now 4 and 5 is a operands which is nothing doing, and when we put plus between 4 and 5 it's comes result 9, and the plus sign is called operator. JavaScript support the following types of operator: arithmetic operator, plus, minus, and these alls, comparison operator, equal to, not equal to, greater than, not less than, equal to, greater than, less than, equal than, logical, and or assign operator, conditional operator, other useful operators like typo. These all operators we are covered in this video. So now we starting all these operators in our coding. Now guys, I'm open my bracket editor and I'm starting code here for the basic operator, and I'm start type JavaScript. Between the closing and opening scripting tag of JavaScript, I'm putting the code. Now I'm starting assigning the variable, define the variable JavaScript John age. Is 38. But and then after we put year. Now, now we need to know that what is a John. equal to year minus John age. When we do this is a minus operator. It's called arithmetic JavaScript. Now we get the John's birth year. Ninety 91. So we get from this code the John birth year. First we assign the year, then second we define the John age minus year from John age, we get the birth year. So it is a arithmetic minus operator. Take a second example. Now we define var now John age joy age mark age. In a single line. Now we define the value of the multi defined variables. Now 2019 and joy is 48. Mark age we define 50. Now we're doing so log now minus joy level 2 so log now plus mark age. For this we have to put also the operator. Now I put the here. Now see what is the result. See, all these inputs are come. First you asking for now age multiplied by 2 and this is 19023 and then after now the age is 2019 and plus mark plus 2 so it's come 2071 and now we divide this comes result. So this is the all are the arithmetic operator minus plus divide, all these are the arithmetic operators. Now after the arithmetic operators we start for the logical operator. In this arithmetic operator we cover those now we're starting the logical operator. Now a new variable age difference equal to joy age is less than greater than mark age and we can solve this. Now see, it is a false because that joy age is not greater than mark age. John is 48 and Mark is 50. So it is false. Put greater than sign because it is true. Joy is 48 and this is 50. Now it's make true. Though this is a logical operator in, and after it I am showing you the type of operator. Type of operator basically show that it is a boolean, it is arithmetic, and this is means this is the variables which we using in a programming. It is what kind of we using the variables, like if we console.log means this type of uh, it means console.log type of put the variables. Now put my name home type of what is the first is number, a second is string. The type is operator is show that the what is the kind of your variables belongs. It belongs to the number and it belongs to the variable. So type of operator is showing that what is your variables is belongs. So in this video we covered the basics operators of the arithmetic operator, logical operator, and type of operator. After that, after the next video, we have see the advanced type of operator. Now, thanks for watching my video and please subscribe my YouTube channel for more video updates. Hello guys, welcome to Learn School Online. Today's video for JavaScript function. Function just first we're starting from the coding. I'm show you the basic introduction of the JavaScript function. Now, so what is a JavaScript function? A JavaScript function is a block of code designed to perform a particular task. Means a JavaScript function is a block of code. If you want to execute this code, you can call it anytime in your programming coding. A JavaScript function is a group of reusable code to perform a particular task, and it can be called anywhere in program. You can call the defining function in JS in anywhere in your programming code. A JavaScript function is defined with a function keyword followed by the name, followed by the parentheses. Function parameters are listed the parentheses in function definition. So this is the basic definition of JavaScript function. Now I'm showing you the JavaScript function uses by the code, JavaScript code. This is my code editor brackets which I'm using for the coding, and I describe you how do JavaScript function work. So defining a function, for a defining a function, and I'm calculating the current age. Calculate current age. Now I put date of input a variables current age. Now see what is the current year 2019 and minus this parenthesis means parameter and C and return this variable. When anyone execute this function, the return value is comes, so I put the return keyword. This is a predefined keyword in JavaScript return. It's return the value which you execute the function. After that, execute the function. Return now someone is execute the function, they get the return the current age. Now I'm using this function. Now I'm execute this function var Raj age is equal to execute this function calculate current age and I put 190.88 and I copy this 4 times and I put sun age, age, joy age, jack age. Now see, this is 1991, 90, and 84. Now see, and console that. Console. Now see the result in Chrome browser console element. The result is 31. Now I execute the other variables which I put console.log put age console.log put joy age console.log put now see all current age is shown in console. Now JavaScript function is helping to does not rewrite the codes again and again. You have to write only one time and you can execute it's anywhere in your current code. Now I'm showing how to use a pre function to another function. And please subscribe my video channel. Please I also put subscribe my YouTube channel. I'm showing you how to execute. I'm showing you the other example of function. Now I'm show you the other example of a good function. In this example, you know that the one function can be used by the other function. Now function the f is small all times when we define a function return I'm putting the two parameters in this name employee here. Now see I'm using that function in this function. I'm using this function into this function. So see var because I'm calculating the age in this function. So I need to this function also in this function. So I need age is equal to this, and I put here. We can change these parameters anywhere, but we cannot change this function name if you're using one function to the another function. See, var retirement is equal to 65 minus age. I'm storing this old data to a variable var calculated retirement age is equal to. Now I put a variable var calculated retirement age. Put I show this variable employee name plus retirement after on plus I put this variable I'm storing this I am doing this as a return when someone execute this function return. See, now someone is execute this function, it only put the employee name and the year of employee, then it calculate all these things. I put console put Raj is a string, so I'm putting in bracket single quotes. Now see what is the result in a Chrome extension. Now see Raj retired after 34. Now see what is the result? I only put these two's value and all these things are executed and I get the result. If I put like that, I put sub 41, 81, I put Kumar and I put same 90 and 75. Now see what is the result. See all these outputs are come. So function is made easier rewriting work, and it also use low memory because if you write multiple times a repeated code, the memory is getting high. And all this thing you have know very well the function. You have learned the simple function, nested function, and you also use the anonymous functions. Means you have to put the two brackets with it. You can use the anonymous function. Like if you put like that, if you put function and do and you it's called anonymous function. It's execute when it JavaScript load. So today, so thanks for watching my YouTube video, and I hope that you So thanks for watching my YouTube video. I hope that you learn JavaScript function, and please subscribe my YouTube channel for more video updates. I am putting lots of learning videos like JavaScript, PHP, Pythons, all this learning language I am putting on my channel. So get the proper updates of YouTube videos. Please subscribe my YouTube channel. Thanks. Hello guys, welcome to Learn School Online. Now, today video is JavaScript if-else condition statement. Now we're starting first from the theory part of if-else condition statement of JavaScript. JavaScript if-else. JavaScript support the conditional statement which are used to perform different action based on different conditions. JavaScript support two condition statement if-else switch. Here we will explain if-else statement and the switch conditional statement which we cover in the next few videos. JavaScript if-else statement. JavaScript if-else condition statement are used to perform different actions based on different JavaScript if-else statement. You put the different condition or action for different decision. JavaScript support the following forms of if-else statement: if statement, if-else statement, if-else if statement. Now we starting the covering the if-else statements parts. JavaScript if statement. Now this is the first part of the conditional statement. This the if statement is good statement if specify condition is true. If the if statement is false, then other statement can be excluded. Means if one in the what part the condition false, then it is good in the second part. Like if horse is equal greater than is 22, then the variable which we define greeting, it's having the value good afternoon. When we console the greeting, the value will put good afternoon if the horses is greater than is 21. If the horses is less than 21, the the outcome is not good afternoon. Now I show you the if else statement. This is a if statement. If the condition is true, then it then block the execute. Other than the condition is false in if statement, then he go to the else block. If else statement. If one condition is executed is true, um, is true. If the in the first condition, if the first condition is true, then it execute the first block. If not, then it execute the second block. If not, it execute the third block. Now we're starting the coding part of this lecture. Now I'm starting the coding part of if else statement. I'm starting the script brackets type text upon JavaScript, and now I'm starting the variable defined var my name is equal to Raj. I put it as a string var my age is 31 and var married. Yes. Now I'm using the if statement, if and else statement in this programming lecture. If and else. I'm using the if else both. If married, so I'm starting if married is sorry um, yes, then console.log else statement, I'm putting will be soon. Now see what is the result in the Chrome browser. Go to the inspect and go to the console. Raj is married because that the merit is equal to yes. So it execute this. If I put no, then Raj's merit will be zoom. Means in this statement, no, I am defining the merit yes, I am putting the no, so it false, and the if else statement is executed. So it is a if else statement in a JavaScript method. Now I am starting the second example of if else statement. So I am putting in a second example JavaScript if else second example. Now I am putting a variable merit is equal to false. Now I'm putting the Boolean value in a merit variables. So now what it done if merit if is a merit no, then console dot log yes else console dot log no. Now see what is the result in our Chrome browser. No means in Boolean value false execute this statement because this is the defining the false. If I put true, that is mean yes, that is mean true, that execute this statement. Sorry. Now just define the merit is false. Now I'm putting merit is true. Now when I put the merit variable is a true, then I execute the first statement. When I put this is false, it execute the else statement. So now I put the merit it's true, it execute this statement. Now see yes means this true statement the JavaScript executed. Now this is a true part in the JavaScript. Now it executes the first statement. Now it is a true part of the JavaScript. If the statement is true, then it execute the first statement. Else, if the statement is false, then it execute this statement. Now I'm starting the third. Now I'm starting the third JavaScript if else example. I put if else. Now see I put my is equal to 31, then console of log is equal to I am 31 year old, else if I put if merit is yes. Console dot log I am married. In else statements, I put all are not related to me. Now see, if my age is greater than 31, the age is 31, and then is print. Else if I married, yes. Console is print I am married. Other than else is print. So this is the if else statement. Now I'm execute this and then something error if else. I see. I think something's a wrong mistake by me. Oh, sorry. This is a round bracket within it. So see what is the all are not related to me. Means the first condition is my age is greater than is 31. My age is 31 is not greater than 31, so it's not execute. And else if married, yes, I am married. Then I put married, yes. Married, yes. Now then see else if the married in the in previous when I execute this, it is so all are not related because I am put it the married is true. Then it executes yes. So I put it in command. I put the multi command line in JavaScript. Now I execute this. See, I am married. Now it is true in the second condition. It's not execute the else part of the third part in JavaScript. So it is condition. If I put no, now it doesn't execute this. It's go to the at the last statement. Now see, all are not related to me. So now it executes the third part of the statement. Now it executes first part, second part, and then third part. It's false, and then after it's go to the else statement. It is the last statement of JavaScript. So now I hope that you learn the if else statement condition statement of JavaScript. I hope that you enjoying this video. Please subscribe my YouTube channel for getting more updates. Welcome to Learn School Online. Today's video for JavaScript if else conditional statements. Now we start the definition of JavaScript if else. JavaScript support conditional statements which are used to perform different actions based on different conditions. JavaScript support two condition statements if else and switch. Here we explain the if else statement. In the next video, I explain what is a switch conditional statement using in JavaScript. JavaScript if else conditional statements are used to perform different actions based on different JavaScript if else statement. You put the different condition or action for different decision. JavaScript support the following forms of if else statement. First, if statement. Second, if else statement. Third, if else if statement. JavaScript if statement. The if statement executes a statement if a specified condition is true. If the if statement is false, uh, then another statement can be executed. For example, if horses greater than 21 and it and restoring, we define a variable greeting is equal to good afternoon. If the horses is greater than 21 like 22, 23, 24, the console result is good afternoon. So it is a if statement basic example. JavaScript if else statement. The JavaScript if else statement to specify a block of code to be executed if the condition is false. Like that. For example, if conditions block of code to be executed if the condition is true. If the condition is true, which we define in if portion, then firstly it execute. If the condition is not true, then he go to the else part, which is after the if statement. JavaScript if else statement is a it is a three multi-layer if else statement. Like if the first condition is execute first time, not execute in first time, then he execute second. Else if not, then he execute third time. Like if condition block of code to be executed if condition is true. If it is not true, then he execute else part. Then the condition is going to the else part. If you put the another condition for this um, execute code, you put the block of the code to be executed like that. This is a second block execution. If the statement is not executed and the false, then you execute second else part. Here is it execute. Now I am starting from the coding part of the JavaScript if else statement, so you can better understand the JavaScript if else if using in coding part. I'm starting the uh, first uh, first example for the JavaScript if else conditional statement. Now I'm starting with JavaScript open and closing JavaScript. This is the first example of JavaScript if else statement. Now I'm defining some variables for giving an example of if else conditional statement. Now I'm putting age is equal to name is equal to defining three different variables. First is age, name, and is married. Now I'm using the if else conditional statement in JavaScript. Now I'm putting if and then after I'm putting the curly brackets, then after I put the else. Using the if statement, then I put the code in else. Now I'm putting a simple code in if is married is equal to yes. The result will be in console log yes, I am married. Then if its condition is false, then the console result will be I'm not married. Married soon. Now see what is the result. Now see the console result of the this code. Now I'm go the console result. Raj is not defined. What is this? Oh, sorry. This is a string, so I put the quotes. In this if statement, I'm putting is married a yes. So it execute the first statement only. I defined the above is married is true. So is married is equal to true. Console log yes I am married. If I put married is no, then what is the result? Console. I'm not married. I will marry soon. I'm putting no, but I've defined the is married is equal to yes. So this statement is not executed. The else statement is executed. Then the console result is this. I'm not married. I will marry soon. So see the result of in console. I'm not married. I will marry soon. So this is a basic example of the if else statement. Now I'm show you the second example of if else statement. Is the second example of command. I'm putting the command or this code. If you put a single line command, you have to use the double slash. If you put the multi lines, you put this command, put a hash with star, and then star hash. This is a multi-line command. Now I'm going to show you the second example of the if else statement. Now I show you the second example. Only comment not the variable. Now put if else. I put put the is married equal to what is the result? Married no console log. What is the result in there is no because I put it the var variable in the above is married yes, but the after I'm putting the is married is false. Now this is a false statement, so it is execute because is married it's false. Now in this statement it is married it yes, then it not be done. I am putting the is married is false, that is the false statement. If I put the married is true, then it execute this part. The Boolean if condition for this example is married is true, then it execute this part. If married is false, means its part is not true, then execute this part. This is a false part will be execute. Now this is a second example of the if else statement. Now we better understand the if statement of this second example. If married is if is equal to married and console yes. If the variables is yes, then hit execute. If the married is false, because it is a false, because it is a false, now I show you the third example of if else statement. Now first I comment of this second example code. Now I'll show you this is a third example of if I'm putting these three variables here and put if and then curly bracket else and then after else and curly bracket put else. Now see, first I execute this part and then after execute this. If this condition is false, then it execute else if statement and after that if it also false, then it execute this part and put age is first condition. Married is good. Married what is the result? I am married and it is second condition because age is not greater than to 31. If I put double equal, my age is above 31. This is the not above equal. Age is equal to 31. This is the first condition. Now see, age is equal to 31. Now it will execute. Terminate here and then see the other condition are not done. If I put it is greater than and this console doesn't print, it's print true statement is printed in console log. If I put no, then what is does? I am not married and below 31. Now this is false, and this last statement is true. Good example for the if else statement. Now I hope that you enjoy this video, and I hope that you learn more thing in the JavaScript if else. For more video updates, subscribe my YouTube channel Learn School Online and getting more video updates. Thanks. Hello guys, welcome to Learn School Online. In last video I show you the basic JavaScript operator. Now we learn about JavaScript operator. So now we go back for the in previous video and redefine the operators. And operators perform some operation on single or multiple operands and produce a result. Let us take a single expression 4 plus 5 is equal to 9. Here 4 and 5 are called operands and plus is called the operator. JavaScript supports the following types of operators: arithmetic operator, comparison operator, logic operator, assign operator, conditional operator, and others useful operators, type of, and others. We will use all these operators in the following video. Now we starting the coding with this using all these operators. Hello guys, this is my bracket editor which is I use for the doing operator in which I use for showing you the JavaScript operators. Now we start. Now guys, I'm opening the JavaScript operator, text JavaScript. Now I'm starting the JavaScript code. Put the opening and closing JavaScript bracket, and I'm type text JavaScript. Now I'm starting the code between this opening and closing script. Now I'm starting JavaScript operator. Now assigning one variable. Now 2019 var my age equal to 31. Now define two variables, now and my age. Now I'm calculating my birth year. So var my birth year. So put now minus my age, and I put my birth year into console log. Now see what is the result. I open this HTML file into a Chrome browser and make it refresh one time. I go to console. First I clear this. The clear bracket property is clear all these previous console print. Now make it refresh. 19088. Now this is my birth year. Now I put what is my birth year. Now see what is my birth year, and I put one space. It's look great. Now see what is my birth year, 19088. In this operator, using operator, I'm using now 2019 and my age 31. Now is print my age 19088. So this is a basic So this is a net operator in JavaScript. Now I start the logical operator with JavaScript. Now, so what I do, I put a variable. Now I put a variable um, logic age. This is a variable. Now I put the logic age and equal to now minus my birth year greater is greater or equal to my age. Now I console dot log this. This is a logical operator example. After this, I put logical operator age. See, it is true. For doing this, I'm show you. I define a variable logical age and I minus the now. This 2019 to my birth year. This is 1988. Birth year value is 1988. So see, now is 1988 and now is 2019 and this is 1988. Is it greater than or equal to my age? Like now is 2019 minus 1988 is equal to or 19031. So it is this is a logical operator. You can make is less than like that, it equal to less than, or all these things you have to define in this area. Now this is a true. After this I show you how to assign multiple assignment in operators. I show you multiple assignment in operator. Now define two difference variable x and y. X is equal to 4 bracket 4 plus 5 and plus 9 divided by 6 plus 9 minus 3. Now I console log x. Now see what is the result. I put here also this is the x variable result. Now see what is going on. This is a variable 51. Now I am defining one more variables. Make it print in console. This is the x and sorry, I put this bracket. This is the value of x and y. I think I have some mistake. Oh, sorry. Both variables need to put a comma between these. So, see, this is the value of x is 51 and also y is 51. So, we can define multiple assignment operators with the JavaScript. The same value of these both variables x and y. So this is the multi-assignment operators in JavaScript. Now we discuss about the more operator in JavaScript. What is the more operator? Basically, the more operator is very basic and more good thing in JavaScript, like where z is equal to 5, and we do z plus plus, and we define console.log is equal to z. So what is the value of z? Is 6, because the z is equal to z plus 1 in this plus plus. Z plus plus means z value 5, then it plus, and at 5 1, so it's 6. It's like that. The z plus plus equal to z plus 1, so its result is 6. It's like that. Z minus minus console.log equal to z. Now see what is the result. After that is print 5, because the z value of here is 6, so it's make 1 less. The meaning of the z minus minus is z minus 1. The z value here is a minus. The z value is defined above after plus is 6, so that is make 1 minus. So the result is comes 5. So all these I show you the logical operator, assignment operators, more operators, and arithmetic operators. Now I come back to my PPT. Now see, the arithmetic operator we have using plus minus, and comparison operator we have used this greater than, and logical operator is it if statement. We are using this logical operator in coming video. Assignment operator we have show you. Conditional operator is the if and else conditional operator which we are using in the next video. And the type of operators I show you what is the type of operator. We have already show you the type of operators in the previous video. So thanks for watching my YouTube video, and I hope that you enjoy my videos. Subscribe my YouTube channel for more video updates. Thanks. Hello guys, today's video for JavaScript object function construction. Now for the begin object function construction, I show you what is the object. Now I'm starting the code for the function constructor. The code here. First I create a basic object. Here, words. This is a basic function construction. Now I start the function. Now this is a basic object. Now I'm starting for the function construction. Now I'm create first a variable in JavaScript or person. Now I'm giving some parameters in this function construction. I'm giving 3 parameters in this function. First is name, year of birth, job. I'm using this object of this function. This name, this name is getting value from this parameter. So using object, this object I'm using this dot year of birth, like this parameter. This year of birth storing this parameter value, this dot job. I'll show you how to access this basic structure. Var John is equal to new. By this, I can access the this function constructor and storing the all values in John variable. Now I'm giving the parameters name John, comma 1988, comma teachers. Now this is a basic. Now this is a object function constructor. Now I show you the basic definition of function construction and this keyword. Now see, this is a basic. This is a definition of JavaScript function constructor. Constructor are like regular function, but we use them with a new keyword. There are two types of constructor: native constructor like array and object, which are available automatically in the execution environment and runtime, and custom constructor, which you define properties and methods for your own type of object. A constructor is useful when you want to create multiple similar objects with the same property and method. It's convention to capitalize the name of constructor to distinguish them from regular function. Consider the following code. See function book and the code where we are defining and storing the values of this function construction into my book. Now see what is this keyword. This keyword of is when you use an object is the object itself. In a constructor function, this does not have a value. It is a substitute for a new object. The value of this will become the new object when a new object is created. After the definition of function constructor, now I'm starting the code for this. Now I'm doing other things for this code. Now I'm using again this object calculate function C. Log 16 minus this dot here. Now see what is the result when I access this code in JavaScript. I use of this I access access John, and then it is called this function in person function constructor. Now see what is the result in Chrome browser. See the age is 28. Now see this is a result. Now what we do, firstly we define a function constructor, then we store and then Then we call and store the function constructor in join variables. And then after we call the calculate age function in join function constructor. Now see the what is a prototype in function constructor. Now I show you what is the function constructor prototype. First of all, one more thing. My YouTube. So I show you what is a prototype. Dot prototype dot equal to I take this code here. Now prototype what it do when you create a constructor and you add something after that, you can use prototype. You can call a function construction then prototype and add variable. Put the code into person. Now see, put the put two more variables, Mary and Doug, and I call them the date. Then we show the difference. 28, 25, 20. You must see this is a prototype. Now I show you the definition of prototype. Then then you know that what it do prototype. Prototype is basically adds the code in a function constructor. If you put person dot prototype dot last name John for this add the last name into this construction and the animals um, variables animal objects variables are called this last name into the person. It show you the definition of prototype. Object prototype. All JavaScript object inherit property and method from a prototype. The prototype is an object that is associated with every function and object by default in JavaScript, where functions prototype of property is assembler and modifiable and objects prototype property is not visible. JavaScript object has a prototype property which makes inheritance possible in JavaScript. Means JavaScript objects having the prototype property, so it is possible to inheritance in JavaScript. The prototype property of an object is where we put methods and prototype properties that we want other object to inherit. The constructor prototype properties is not the prototype of constructor itself. It is the prototypes of all inherit instances that are created through it. When a certain method is called, the search start it object itself, and it cannot be found. The search move on the object's prototype. Now, if the search is start an object and they have not find, then he search for the prototype. Now I give you the basic brief of this whole code. Now what I do, first I create the constructor, then I add one more function in this function constructor by using prototype. Prototype basically add or your code into your function constructor. You do not need to go if you do not need to go back and you find your function constructor and add your code, then you use the prototype property, which is add your code into your function constructor. Then I call this function constructor by using the variables. So today you learn about the function constructor, and thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe my YouTube channel and also click on bell icon for more video updates. Thanks. Learn School Online. Please subscribe my YouTube channel. Hello guys, welcome to Learn School Online. Today's video is for JavaScript array and object. JavaScript array is very important part in a JavaScript programming language. Array is also related to all others programming language like PHP, Python. All these programming language array are more important role. So first of starting array, I show you the definition of array. Now before starting from the code, I am show you the array. JavaScript array. An array is special variables which can hold more than one value at a time. An array is a group of related data values that are grouped together. An array can hold many values under a single name, and you can access the values by referring to an index number. Let's start the array with our code. I am using bracket editor for using this code, and one more thing, subscribe my video channel and also click on bell icon for more video updates. Now I'm starting the array tutorial. Let's start with script tag and defining this JavaScript. I'm starting. Basically, array is type of variables, but it contains not a single value in it. It's storing the multiple values like that. I'm defining var classroom is equal to John, Mike, Harry, Smith. The array is storing multiples value with a single variable. It's called a array. The square bracket is the most common way for the using array. One of the other way we can declare the array school classes is equal to new array, and we're defining plus 4 plus 2 plus 5 plus 9. So it is another way for using and defining a new array in JavaScript. Now starting, if you want to see what is the array result, so put save and see what is the result. I console the both array in a JavaScript. Now see what is the result. Go to my browser and refresh my page. Go to the inspect. You can also put Control Shift L for I for inspecting the your page, and I go to the console. See two arrays which I just console in a JavaScript are showing in console window. Class 4 259. See the previous array John, Mike, Harry, Smith. So the JavaScript consoles the both array in a console window. Now we have do another thing. We can console.log. If you want to access individual value of an array, you have to do classroom and then put 1. Now see what is the result of this array. Now see Mike is a 1 because this is 0 1 2 0. If you put 0, then John, this value it will be print extension C John. Now see, you have to access as per single value in a array. Now I show you the some functions which we use in a array. Now I'll show you. Now see, first time first just see in classroom I want to push one more value in this array. So what we do, so I'm putting the push functions which we put one more and a value in this array. Now see, I put semi. Now see what is the result. And put this both after this. See, the last value of an array is semi, which we just put with a push function in a JavaScript. Now I'm using the others elements. The push function of array is putting the last in a array. If you put a value in begins of the array, so you have to put use unshift. Put classroom unshift and running. Now see, these are 6 values, and first is the running, which we just put this. Add value at last array. Add value at in array. Now this is a two function of the JavaScript which we adds the value in the JavaScript in an array. Now if you want to remove one value in an array, so what we do now, I'm using for the last value in an array. See what is the result. Now see the last value is deleted. Now pop is doing that the last value which you just added is removed. Like that, if you want to remove at the beginning of an array, you put shift. Now see, first element of an array it's removed. Now you have to see how to add elements in an array, like use push. If you add an element in a beginning in an array, you have to use unshift. If you remove an array elements at the last, you use pop. Use remove at last element. Use remove element from beginning. So guys, you have to learn the JavaScript array. Now I'm starting JavaScript object. Now I'm starting the object. So in a JavaScript object, why we use object in a JavaScript? Now above, if you want to access this JavaScript array elements, you defining the number 0, 1. If you define 0, the result will print John. If you use 1, the result will print Mikey. If you want to access the element value by these name, so it is not possible in array. So we using the JavaScript object. Now starting the JavaScript object in this video. Now I'm starting the code of an object. Now see, like array, it is a two, we can define an object in JavaScript by two ways, and show you the first way var John summary. See, first I defining the name and then defining the value. First I define the element name and the element value. So I defining name John class schools LK International. Address New York. Now see, all are defining in this, and one more thing I'm putting here, but 190.88. Now see, I'm defining one object in a JavaScript. Now see, and access the object elements. First I define John's. First I call then after in square bracket I put the element name. Console.log. I'm putting call this object with this element name and see what the result John. If I do like that, all these values are shown in a console, which we call just. Another way of the defining the object in a JavaScript. Now see the another way of defining an object in a now see was Jimmy is equal to new object. Now I'm defining new object with the name of Jimmy. Now I'm putting the value of Jimmy object. I put Jimmy dot name Jimmy class is equal to what is the result if I call this object all.log and I put name Jimmy class 4. You can also defining the value like that. You can also defining the value like using the square bracket like Jimmy equal to 190.87. Jimmy address is equal to New York. You can use defining the object element like this with a dot and name, and you can also use the square bracket defining the value of an object. Now today you learn the objects and array in a JavaScript. Now I hope that you enjoy this video, and thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe my YouTube channel. Also click on the bell icon for more video updates. Thanks.